Hello, I was tasked with doing the tests for the assignments controller. And the reason we're doing the assignments controller is that before this project there weren't any tests on assignments controller, and they actually did have several places where they said, hey, this needs to be tested. And during our last project we actually had some problems where we had to manually go and test things by loading up the project and running through the actions in the browser, which is inefficient and very wasteful of our time. So we used RSpec, and in RSpec you set up descriptions that then have blocks in them that tell it what it should do. So all of our tests follow this format, and most of them follow the same two-step process because most of the actions first do something, whatever it might be, and then they render something, which is what you'd expect a controller to do. In some cases they break this with they just set something, but in either case we check to make sure that they actually did what they're supposed to do, and we also split up the expectations into different it blocks as is proper for RSpec. So for I'll just run you through a few of them. One of them is we have a show, which should take an ID of an assignment and then show you, using the view show for assignments, show you details about that. So like most of them, it's split up into two. The first of which is that it should grab the assignment from the assignment model and then give it to the view to display it. So we set up an expectation that the controller should assign the variable named assignment to be whatever assignment we pass it, and then we actually do the action. We tell it to get the show with the ID for whatever assignment we want to view. So once it actually does that, we ask it, did it actually assign the variable assignments to be what the assignment was? And if this test passed, it did. If it doesn't pass, then it does not. The second part is it should actually render, or tell view to display, render the template. In which case we just set up a different expectation that the response be whatever template we want. It should render the template show. So if both of these tests pass, then we know that it actually assigned the assignment to be the right thing, and then it renders the correct template to show it, which is all that a controller should be doing. The same applies to most assignments, or most actions in assignment. Some things, on the other hand, don't have an actual view. They have some redirect to a different view than what they're called. So in the case of copy, it should do something. In this case, we set up an expectation that an assignment should be saved. So any instance of an assignment, because we don't have a reference directly to it, should see save, and then we actually do the action, and the expectation passes if it does something, if it does the thing that we expect it to do. We redirect to edit, meaning after it's done this, which is verified in this it block, it should redirect to the correct page for whatever action we're doing. In this case, copy saves the copied assignment and then redirects to edit. So we should see a redirect to edit. So we do the action and set up an expectation that it should redirect. Other things have a specific redirects, like this one. But other actions don't have any showing of templates or redirecting. In those cases, we just make sure that, for instance, when you're setting a questionnaire, which creates a new assignment questionnaire object, we should see a save on that object, on that instance rather. So we say, if there's any instance of assignment questionnaire that receives a save, then that's good. And then we actually tell it to do the thing, and if the instance receives the action, then we're good to go. And that's true of a couple different things, including delete. Delete should see a delete operation on an instance of assignment questionnaire if it's deleting all questionnaires. So if it does, then we're good. And the fixtures for those were very simple and set up just so that this should see some delete operation, because if an assignment doesn't have any assignment questionnaires, then obviously nothing should be deleted. So let me go ahead and run these tests. I'll pause it while it's running, and then show you what's going. Oop. Oh no. Okay, so the tests all ran and they all passed, as they should. I believe that's everything. Alrighty.